Hello everybody, Michael Gamer here. So today I'll be doing a weapons tier list. As you can see, there is super, great, good, average, and poor. Don't forget to subscribe, it does help my channel a lot. And let's get going. So first of all, we have the bow. The bow is one of the best weapons you can have. It's pretty much one of the only weapons you can actually use in range combat. And this one easily isn't super for me. Sure, the only issue is ammo, so you do need arrows, and it is kind of hard to use it. For people that are new, it is very hard to use it, but once you master arrows or bow and aiming on the head, like usually in the head it does more damage. Headshots do way more damage, so bow is definitely top tier for me. Easily one of the best weapons in the game. It can even be better if you enhance it, so it's not even a complete edition, but this is like, even the basic bow is arguably one of the best weapons in the game. Now, the crossbow. Crossbow, I would say it's good against multiple targets. It shoots slower than bow, but you can have more enhancements that makes it very dangerous, like penetration. Pretty much you can penetrate multiple enemies. You can attack multiple enemies at once, and you can actually load it, aside from having one arrow at a time for the bow. But why are these, like, why is it worse than bow? It takes a bit longer to make, and also it does require more ammo. It does get drained very quickly. It's like a machine gun version of a bow, pretty much. It's not as efficient. Now this one, axe is easily the best melee weapon in the game, or one of the best. I wouldn't say the best, but it's just one of the best weapons. Easily super. It dishes out more damage than sword, any type of sword. Not sure why anyone uses sword aside from maybe the attack speed, but it does more damage. It does way more damage than any sword. It's self-explanatory. This one, even a stone, I'm gonna talk about the stone axe and the iron axe, but just use the axe if you're gonna use it for combat. It saves you resources, and it's just better. Now we have the diamond sword. Diamond sword is great, but I think it's mainly for combat. That's the issue. It's only for combat. It's not like the axe that has multiple purposes. And it's definitely, I would say, more durable for combat, but other than that, it just hits faster. That's it. Now for gold weapons. Sadly, gold weapons are the worst in durability. They'll be right here. You'd think gold, like a golden weapon, would be very powerful if you never played Minecraft, but when you do, you'll see it breaks so easily. It's almost as bad as the wooden weapons, if not worse than the wooden weapons, which is kind of strange, but it is hard to find, and they're just not that good. Wooden sword, same issue. I would say wooden sword is even worse than the the golden sword is worse than the golden axe, just because of the durability, and it gets destroyed very quickly to use it for combat. Now we're getting into the iron section, and I would say I would put it right here. You'd be surprised, but the iron axe, I would say, is actually better than the diamond sword. The diamond sword is more durable, but iron axe is much easier to find, and iron is arguably the best for most common materials in the game. Diamond is very rare to find it, and it's not an everyday thing you can just get. Also, it does more damage, which is why I put it right here, above the diamond sword. Now we have the iron sword, and iron sword is, it's good. I would put it probably like in between good and great, but I think it's just good. Because if you want to have your axe intact, you don't want to use it for combat, that's probably the best way to save it. But other than that, as I said, axe is just superior in almost every way aside from speed. Now we have the stone weapons, and the stone weapons, you'll be surprised, but even stone axe is actually better than diamond axe. Or not diamond axe, diamond sword. Just because diamond sword, it does have better durability, but stone axe has higher damage than the diamond sword, which is why I would put it in the same tier. So the next one is Stone Sword. It's average, it's okay, it's not as good as the Iron Sword, but I would just put it here, better than the other ones right here. Also, the stone weapons, they're far easier to make, which is why I'll actually put it right here, because I think it's easier to make them, but they're definitely not as durable. Definitely way more durable than the wooden ones, as I'll talk soon. Now the Trident. This is easily one of the best weapons, but I would put it behind these two just because it's pretty hard to find, it's rare, and it does one of the highest damages in the game, if not the highest, without any enhancements. And you can also throw it almost up to 80 feet in the game, which is one of the furthest weapons you can actually throw, and it does one shot if it actually hits someone in the head. So you have to be very good with accuracy, but other than that, Trident is one of the best weapons, and I don't even think it's breakable. Even if it is, like it's one of the more durable weapons in the game. For the next ones, so there's nothing really in average, but I actually put Axe in average. I think it's actually better than the golden ones because you don't have to use expensive resources. Wood is the easiest to find. This does more damage than the stone sword, so it's kind of ridiculous why you would use the golden ones in the first place. They're pretty much the same durability, which is kind of funny, but like there's no point of using a golden weapon unless if it for certain circumstances, which I would not even use. And for the last one, the wooden sword. The wooden sword, I would put it right behind here. It is arguably the worst weapon, right behind the golden ones, just because it's pretty common. It's above them because it's a pretty common material you'll need. Wood, and it's everywhere. Unless if you're like in a desert area, a biome where there's no wood, I wouldn't understand why these two are the most important ones. Now there is pickaxe, which would not be here because it's not really used as a weapon, but you could use it as a weapon, and it's just not as good. It would probably be below, all of them will probably be below, like between these two, good and average, if it was on this list. But other than that, that is it for the list, guys. If you agree with it or disagree with it, let me know down in the description below. And that'll be the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.